Yo, what is up? It is your boy Stephlyon, and they dropped another Inside Star Citizen. Yeah, a line in mine, baby. And look, I told you guys, he looks different every single time. I think it's the beard. I think it's his beard. Now he has a mustache.
The last 4 months have been unlike any in Star Citizen's history, with each one.
It's funny because, no, the last 4 months have been super exciting, but the last 4 months have been my whole Star Citizen actual experience, so it's been crazy so far.
I'm bringing a new patch full of dynamic content, needed bug fixes, and long-awaited quality of life improvements. From December's 4.0, which finally brought our second star system to life, to picking a side in the ongoing fight for Pyro in January's 401, then building up the war chest for the continuing battle against the Frontier Fighters in February's 402 supplier die event. It's been one non-stop adventure in Pyro. But all of that changes when the story shifts back to the Stanton system in Alpha 4.1 with the introduction of new...
See, that right there, I'm kind of like really happy that they're doing that, because a lot of people were having problems with this, like the Pyro system. A lot of people didn't want to do any of the like narrative events because Pyro is kind of lawless. And I kind of felt bad for you guys, because not everyone wants to be a PvP gamer. Not everyone wants to come into a game and just have to deal with PvP constantly, especially when the events that you need to do to get ahead and get all this money and whatnot is based out in a system that's lawless, where people are actively going out and looking for PvP. Systems where people are going, all the griefers and all the people who just want to be murder hobos are going there. So I'm really happy that they're kind of bringing it back. It will drag a lot of those like murder hobos and all the griefers back in, but I feel like it's going to be less of them, it's going to be less of that, and they'll probably end up finding themselves in places. But I'm happy you're bringing it back to a system that's kind of a little bit more policed.
New threats, new friends, and new opportunities for action, adventure, and acquisition.
What am I?
At 4.1, we're actually going to be introducing what we've been calling internally as sort of our B story. In a nutshell, the regen technology, which to this point has basically been allowing people to die and get regen back, the technology begins to fail.
And that's being referred to as the regen crisis.
So it's throwing the Empire into a bit of chaos and confusion.
Oh, yo. Guys, when you're logging into the game, there's that panel. And then if you look at the right-hand side, it says that there was a crash and people didn't regen. There was a lot of people who didn't get to regen. I've been reading that. I didn't know what it was about. So that's what it is.
Because this technology that everybody thought was basically going to conquer death is not as effective as promised.
Now for the player, nothing changes.
Guys.
You can just go about your business and...
Death of a spaceman, surely. If they're doing this, they're kind of maybe like hinting at it.
It's business as usual. But for the populace, it's an issue.
So at this point, the Imperator is basically going to start lobbying the Senate to start loosening scientific restrictions on research. One company, Rayari, has put the call out to the population to try to find these sort of very rare minerals to basically...
So this, okay, wait, hold on, stop. So this is where all the new ores are going to be coming from, because they need them to make, this is,
bring to their outpost to help fuel their research to help resolve the crisis.
And the way you get those brand new materials is the Align and Mine sandbox activity.
Bro, they're making us fight to save humanity. No, stop it, Star Citizen. Why are you guys making us fight to save humanity? The regen is not working, yet you're making us fight to save it.
So Align and Mine starts with these new facilities that are placed across 2 planets, Daymar and Aberdeen.
Okay. Daymar.
These are Hathor-owned locations.
Hathor is sort of an older company. Basically, they were kind of a mining consortium. But as the years were going on, they were doing worse and worse and worse. And so the idea was that Stanton was relatively recently discovered, and the facilities that Hathor built here were basically their last gasp.
The purpose of these facilities was so Hathor could communicate and align with the orbital platform above them.
Okay.
They went all in on...
Okay. I thought that was going to act like sort of a station as well. I thought it was going to be like a new mini station. That's what my brain said, because they said it's going to be where you can activate the laser, but I thought it was actually going to be a mini station where you can go to activate the laser and have a few like station things at it, but I guess it's just an orbital laser.
Building these facilities in the hopes that it would yield enough minables and minerals that it would keep the company alive. Sadly, they were sort of mistaken and the company folded.
And now that there's a renewed interest in the minerals that they used to mine there, people are going there and trying to get the facilities up and running again.
So this is where this new kind of like contested area.
There's an alignment dish. The players have to go around and try to find out how to align the dish towards the satellite.
Damn.
So while these mining facilities have been abandoned, they are by no means vacant.
Ooh, okay,
While you're
right.
at PAFs, you will be contending with Ninetales. Ninetales are just kind of the scavengers, the bad guys. They go everywhere, they just want loot, they want to get rich.
They're just here to basically strip and clean what's left of these.
Joe, look at those helmets they had.
They want to get
Those
rich.
white ones.
They're just here to
That's pretty dope. Look at
basically
that. Yeah, that's pretty. Look at the eyes on that thing, bro. That's dirty.
strip and clean what's left of
And then look at that helmet, dude. It's got a freaking full visor.
these defunct stations.
Maybe set up a camp or two and hold it as a sort of strategical point.
Oh my god, that's that vault. Oh damn. Yo, nah, that was chic.
It's essential that the players search the area as much as they can. I can't stress that enough.
Once you've managed to find all 3 facilities and align them with the orbital platform, you need to collect the power banks that they've left behind on the surface.
Now with the PAFs all activated, it's time to get in your ship and head up to the orbital laser platform.
But see, this is the problem. Like, I like the, as I said at the start of the video, I like the fact that you're bringing it back to Stanton. But what system is in place to stop a lot of PvP? Like, I get there's going to be some PvP, but this is, to me, is like a contested zone outside of the contested zone arena, which I feel like it's a little bit unfair knowing the nature of the game, where players are going to also come out here and try to steal what you just got while you're doing this mission in Stanton. But I do get it to drive a little bit more like free gameplay and like unique gameplay. But it's just, it's a weird one. It's a weird question to ask.
Be careful because there might be some certain Ninetail lieutenants kind of roaming around.
Look at the bag
It'll
on
be
his
pretty tough
back.
to get in there and to get it going.
The power banks that you would have obtained at the platform alignment facilities need to be inserted into their slots at the orbital laser platform. Players can head inside, fighting through, again, more Ninetails while they try to get to this terminal in the middle. That will charge the laser, and players should see a really cool effect in their environment to signify that this laser is ready to be fired.
So once you've armed the laser and it begins its sort of initiation sequence, you then have to go back down to the surface. Near where the impact is going to be, you'll be able to see this because it will be a crater. There will be a bunker nearby. This bunker is where you will do the final stage, which is firing the laser.
That's a lot of freaking
Why are you making
stages.
people go back down to the surface?
Well, I mean, down on the surface is where the loot is. Like, that's where the treasure is. That's where you're gonna actually get the resources that you came to mine.
Keycard accepted.
It's so much better when you're down on the ground, you hit the button, you see this laser just pull, and there's all this shit going everywhere, and you're like, oh my god. It's an impactful moment.
Then don't show me it. No, don't show me it now. Let me do it. No, you ruined
And
it.
there's
You ruined
that
it.
emotion of awe we want to inspire, and when we was testing it, the emotion is better captured when you're boots on the ground.
This sounds really chaotic.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on the worms yet.
Wait! That does not look the same as what I saw in the other video. Guys, remember the other video we watched? That does not, this guy has armor on his head. Guys, what the hell am I looking at? That's a different one.
There's a reason why Hathor abandoned these facilities. There's some local fauna that's not too happy when the ground gets
That's
disturbed.
not the same.
So make sure you're prepared.
So we've been working on the Valacar for a while now, and we're really excited to finish off that boss fight and bring it to everybody as soon as possible. But in the process of developing it, we've also got some smaller Valacar.
Valacar are a tremendously invasive species. Basically, once they kind of get into an area, they propagate rather quickly and can become a very dangerous presence.
Fighting a juvenile is fairly similar to the adults on a much smaller scale.
Because they come up from the ground submerged, they can surprise the player in the way that they come up behind them or can attack them from areas where they don't expect.
The Valacar will also fight the other Ninetales at the location if you've managed to find a way to let them be in each other's presence.
So it's going to be you against other players, against other Ninetales, against other worms.
Yeah, real Mexican standoff.
That's not Mexican standoff, bro. That's alien Mexican standoff, bro. Like, that's a whole different thing. What are we gonna call it? Space standoff? I don't know. Are the new ores in caves as well?
When the lasers finish firing, it will mine into the surface of this planet, which will reveal a cave network.
The cave, right.
Inside this...
Wait, guys, am I tweaking? Or did they add new, like, armor? Because the armor I'm seeing these guys wearing, especially the Ninetales, it seems like it's new armor. Is that actually new armor, or is it just like the lieutenant armor and I just haven't seen that before?
Cave are 3 new mineable types. It's a fight for whoever can get the goods out of that cave as fast as possible and as safely as possible. We are in Stanton, so if you're gonna fight some other players, beware of crime stats.
Right, but that's the thing. I don't feel like crime stat is enough of a deterrent. I don't think people care about getting a crime stat, so it's not enough of like a deterrent to say don't kill people, so this is gonna be a thing where it's gonna be all-out war again. I don't mind that, but I know a lot of you guys don't really like that. You want to be able to do this in a peaceful way in a PvE environment, and it's not going to be just the best. I feel like I would have liked to see something like this happen when there was more protection for the PvE players, and I would have also liked to see them do it in the terms of you can make a decent profit in Stanton doing this, and there's places in Stanton to do this, but there's also places in like Pyro which give you a little bit more yield or something, so people who wanted to get that little bit more yield would go all the way to Pyro, while people would be able to do it in Stanton with less threats to their life, maybe? I just don't know how it's going to be, because human nature is go to the easiest place and just kill everybody and steal their stuff.
Then you get to choose, do you want some interesting random loot from the collector, or do you want to just get credits?
It's help the human race. It's help the human race.
Yeah, it's help the human race, exactly.
Help the human race and make some bank.
It's not.
While this is happening, the Stanton system actually has an exciting new resident. We've introduced our first Banu. His name is Wiccolo.
Look at this ugly
Wiccolo is
animal
also
fall.
offering a counter mission to the minerals that Rayari is looking for. So if you don't want to sell them off to Rayari to help with the regen crisis,
why wouldn't
Wiccolo is offering some.
You people, if you sell those minerals to a goddamn freaking alien instead of helping the human race, you're an enemy of the state. You're an enemy.
Sweet, tasty items in exchange for the same materials.
Here you go. Bring chip in.
Wiccolo recently retired, Banu equivalent of retirement, from a fabrication facility in the Banu Protectorate. He loves people, he loves humans, so he decided to move to human space and set up sort of a fabrication shop / trading site location for players to go visit, and basically he can kind of make you some cool stuff if you bring him what he needs. One of the things with the Banu was they always try to be the least threatening thing in the room. I always equate them to sort of the golden retriever of our aliens. So they're everybody's friend until they're not.
Look at that gear.
Wiccolo's
Space
Emporium,
whale.
there are 3 of them in different areas of Stanton. You'll be able to find these on your star map. This is where Wiccolo is set up shop. The unique thing about Wiccolo is he'll never pay you any money because he's got a load of shit in his warehouse that he'd rather give you instead.
Is that a Gaelic football? That is dead ass, a whole ass Gaelic football.
Thing from armor pieces to skins to weapons.
Really pretty.
Katanas!
Solid build, but also fun to make.
And other cool little surprises.
Holy smokes, these are kind of a spoon?
Even
Wait, that's a spoon, look.
and other cool
I'm
little
giving you a
surprises.
silver spoon.
Even spaceships.
Even spaceships, big ones. I'm incredibly excited. It is quite a defining moment for
Okay, guys, remember what I said about if you sell your stuff to this dude and Wiccolo and not the humans, that you're a traitor to the state? On tape, I take that back. I take that back real quick. I'm sorry, I take it back. You're not the enemy of the state. I take it back.
a space game to finally get an alien. And the best thing about Wiccolo is, as we keep moving and building out this universe, his presence will stay. You will keep needing to interact with him, he'll keep needing random things from you, so you better make good friends with him.
4.1, we're finally able to deliver some content that we've been working on for a while.
I think that the experience of the whole thing is really cool, and I think that it's a really, really big step forward for us on the mission design team, making content for,
those new
for the
helmets
future,
are sick.
that we are able to create events that use mission logic but don't require missions.
It's fun to be able to kind of like explore a little bit and not just have everything kind of spoon-fed to you.
Yeah,
And it also makes it
I do get that aspect because like I do enjoy when I can do a mission, but I'm not doing a mission. I'm kind of just doing it for myself. Like that's why I really enjoy like the salvaging loop or the mining loops and things like that, or even doing the bunker like gear, taking the gear after you've done a bunker and things, because that's for me. That's not for the game. That's not a mission I am like doing. That's everything. Like for the bunkers, that's everything after the mission. That's where I'm making my real profit, filling up those boxes and selling them. I'm making way more money than I'm actually making for the mission. Same thing as mining. I'm going out to mine for myself and I'm just selling it at the commodity trader and things. And it's just, it feels really nice knowing that I am playing the game, making profit, making progress outside of the system. And I'm essentially playing for myself, essentially deciding what I want to do, when I want to do it. And that's just one of the things I love about Star Citizen since I came here, is just how open it is for you to choose what you want to do, and you don't have to do it in confines of the system of like pay and missions and mission pay and things like that. You can always do whatever you want outside of that. It's just beautiful.
a little bit of everything, right? We have the FPS and we have a little bit of ship combat up by the orbital platform, and of course even creature fighting. So it's got a nice spectrum of things that you can do.
Exactly, I really like that. And this adds so much to the FPS aspect. And if you guys have been watching all my videos and all like me learning this game, this is my favorite part of the game, is the FPS part. Even the dogfighting is starting to really grow on me. Like, this is beautiful. This is things that I do love. And as someone who likes PvP, I'm not going to be too like hurt if I get killed or if other players come and interfere in my game session. I'm not too mad about that. And I'm going to try this solo, which is another great part for me. So this is just down my alley.
Like the fact that we're building more of the story out of what this world is, how the universe is created, how these companies have operated in it, and giving you more fun sandbox things to do that require you to be the explorer that you want to be in a space game.
Exactly, I like that. Damn, I'm gonna need a fighter ship. I'm gonna need a fighter ship. No!
And with 4 patches in as many months, the introduction of a new ongoing persistent sandbox with a line in mind, the arrival of our persistent universe's first non-human character, a new system for acquiring rewards, brand new mining vehicles, and the beginning of a second ongoing narrative that's threatening the lives of NPCs everywhere. And no, I've seen the post. It's not Death of a Spaceman, not yet, or not soon.
Don't tell me not soon. I see the hints, my boy.
We're playing a really long game here. It's an exciting time for Star Citizen, and one that we're all super excited to share with you. So for Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. As always, thanks for letting us share the people and process of game development with you. And we'll be right back here in just a few weeks with even more looks at the future of our persistent universe.
That is really freaking awesome. And the one thing I really love is the fact that there's all these cool things to do, but there's so much else you can do as well. I'm not even getting to complete these things, but just the fact that I'm able to get involved, try to complete them and do all these things solo and whatever, it's so fun that I don't even care that I didn't complete it. I don't even care that I didn't get the final prize. I know some of you are gonna care deeply about that, but I don't care. Being able to be involved and just doing these things and trying my hand at these things is just so freaking fascinating to me. And like, I didn't complete Fight for Pyro, I didn't complete Supply or Die, and it's like, I don't even care because I'm trying my best at it and I'm having so much fun trying to complete it. So even though I'm not completing it, I'm still having fun. This new mission sequence is going to be so crazy. I'm just a little bit worried about the PvP aspect, especially the fact that it's in Stanton. That's the only thing. If it wasn't in Stanton, I wouldn't care. Like, it's like, it is what it is. But the fact that it is in Stanton, and I know that things like in the contested zones, getting those key cards and things, it was a thing where people were selling them. People were killing other people to get them, you know. So for me, it's like this thing, you have to get like these key cards, you have to get these big batteries, all of these things. These are things that other players are going to want to steal. You do the hard work. We're gonna come and kill you, steal these batteries and take them and complete the mission and get all these goods, right? I feel like that's a thing that's going to almost spur on piracy. And that's one of the big problems, is everything you're bringing to the game is low-key spurring on the piracy in a safe system, which is like I know we're gonna be getting a safer system in the future for you guys, but right now it's like I see the issues, I see the little bit of flaws here and there. But again, there's a lot of things you can do to still make money. It's gonna be a little bit like a bummer if you can't join these new events and things because you're kind of scared for piracy. But this is where I feel like the tier 0 system right now, when you're adding things like this, is beautiful because we have a tier 0 system now. I think, I'm pretty sure, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it came with this new patch. It's beautiful for the main fact that they're adding all these things. Now we're in a safe system, and this thing is going to bring a lot of piracy, let's say, right? At least you don't lose all your things when you get there. At least if you, maybe you can put these key cards, I think if you put them in your, like, your bodysuit, they can't take them, only if you put them in your bag and things. So if you there's a way to save them like that, where you can put them in your bodysuit and they don't get taken off you when you die, that's nice. I would like that because then all your hard work isn't in vain. But I want to see how it goes because I feel like this is going to be really, really fun. I'm looking at all the shots and things, and it seems like it's going to be awesome. Damn. Guys, this might call for another event with you guys. We did the contested zones together. We might have to get a bigger group and try to take out one of these things. If you'll be interested in that, make sure to leave a comment down below because this is looking like I might need people. I'm going to try it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try my hand at it on my own, but those sandworms, like with their helmets, don't look too cash money AP to me. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for this. And it's again, man, guys, it's what a time for me to join Star Citizen. I think I joined at the perfect time where I get to experience some really, really good stuff. Some really, really big improvements to the game. And some of you might be thinking, why does he love the game so much? Why is he always glazing so much? Because look at the time I came in. Look at all these things that are happening in this short time that I've been here. I know some of you guys have been here for years and things, and you've seen some of the bad, some of the ugly, but I'm seeing a lot of the good. So for me, it's like, this is what I expected all those years ago when I heard about Star Citizen when I was a 13-year-old. This is it. And I came in at the right time to experience that. So all the childish memories I had are it's even better. It's blown my brain out of the water, and that's really good. I really like it, man. But anyway, y'all, if you like this reaction, make it to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.